previous class we saw the introduction of module number 2. So in that we started linear filtering technique. The first one is overlap save method. So in overlap save method, the first procedure what we do is we note down the length of h of n as capital M, and in the second step what we do, we try to find out capital N with the formula 2 power m. So in the third step we try to find out the value of L by using the formula n is equal to L plus m minus 1. Later what we do is we divide the input sequence into subsamples such that each sample will contain, each subsequence will contain L number of samples. So in the next step what we did was we compared the length of h of n with that of capital N. So since the length was less, what we did, we appended L minus 1 zeros at the end of h of n. So later in the next step, so we took up the first sequence h1 of n, we divided input x of n into x1 of n, x2 of n and into n number of subsequences. So we took up the first subsequence, that is x1 of n. To that in the beginning we added m minus 1 0. So that gives us the final x1 of n. Later in order to find out x2 of n, what we did was we took up x2 of n. So in the beginning of x2 of n we appended m minus 1 samples, previous samples of x1 of n, and later we wrote down the samples that were in x2 of n only. The same thing we continued. So later what we did, we found out y of n with the help of circular convolution method, that is the matrix method. Then we got y1 of n, y2 of n, and it goes on up till the number of subdivisions which we have done for the input. Later what we do is we discard m minus 1 samples from y1 of n, y2 of n up to the last output. After discarding, the rest of the samples are brought together, which gives us the output sequence. So this was the thing which we studied in previous class. Now let us take up the problems on overlap save method and let us try to find out the output y of n. So the first problem is, let h of n is equal to 1 1 1 and x of n is equal to 3 minus 1 0 1 3 2 0 1 2 and 1. Obtain the output y of n using overlap save method. So what is the first step which we did? The first step is to note down the value of capital M, where m is nothing but the length of h of n. So this is h of n and the length of h of n is 3, that is 1, 2, 3. We have 3 samples. So m is equal to 3. So the first step is done. In the second step I need to find out n. So the formula which we can use is 2 power m. So if I substitute this, it is 2 power 3. We know 2 power 3 is nothing but equal to 8. Okay. So we found out m and n. Now I need to find out L. So I can find out L with the help of formula n is equal to L plus m minus 1. Okay. What is the value of n? The value of n is 8, which is equal to L plus the value of m is 3 minus 1. So if I simplify this, 3 minus 1 is 2. If I move 2 to this side, it becomes 6. So the value of L is 6. So then in the next step, what I need to do? So this is my first step, second, third. In the next step, I need to divide the input sequence into subsequences such that each subsequence contain how many samples? L samples. So what is the value of L here? We got it as 6. So I need to divide the input such that each subsequence will have 6 samples. So now let us come to input. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this becomes our first subdivision, that is first subsequence. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. For rest of the 2 more values we will append zeros. Okay. So this becomes our first subsequence x1 of n and this is our x2 of n. Okay. If I rewrite, so x1 of n is equal to, after dividing, we get it as 3 minus 1, 0, 1, 3 and 2. Similarly, x2 of n is nothing but equal to 0, 1, 2, 1, since we don't have 6 samples, I append 2 more zeros in order to make the length of x2 of n as 6. Okay. Now, in the next step, let us compare the length of h of n with capital N. The length of h of n is 3, but the value for n which we are getting is 8. So, the length is lesser than n. So, what I need to do? I need to append L minus 1 zeros at the end of h of n. So, what is the value of L? So, the value of L is 6, L minus 1 gives us 5. So, I need to append 5 zeros at the end of h of n. Okay. Therefore, after appending, h of n will be equal to, we have 3 samples. So, the rest of samples is nothing but 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0. So, these are nothing but what you are doing, you are appending L minus 1 zeros. Okay. So, now if I look into the length of h of n, the length of h of n is 8. So, n is 8. So, that is correct. Now, in the next step, I need to compare the length of x1 of n with that of n. Now, the number of samples in x1 of n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. But what is the length of n? It is 8. So, in order to make it as 8, for the first subsequence, what I need to do? I need to append m minus 1 zeros at the beginning of x1 of n. That is, therefore, in the next step, x1 of n is equal to, what is the value of m? The value of m is 3, m minus 1 gives us 2. So, how many zeros I need to append? 0 and 0, 2 zeros. So, rest of the things are nothing but minus 3, 3 minus 1, 0, 1, 3 and 2. So, what we did here? So, initially we added m minus 1 zeros. So, these are nothing but samples of x of n. The same thing which we saw in the standard derivation. So, this x1 of n is nothing but the previous one which we got. Now, I need to write x2 of n also. In order to write x2 of n, what I need to do? The first m minus 1 samples of x2 of n should be the last m minus 1 samples of x1 of n. We know the value of m is 3. So, 3 minus 1 is 2. So, what are the last 2 samples of x1 of n? So, these are the last 2 samples of x1 of n. So, write it first. Okay. So, I have written the same thing here. Okay. Next samples are nothing but the same samples which we have here. That is 0, 1, 2, 1, 0 and 0. Hope it is clear for you people how to write the sequence for x1 of n as well as x2 of n. Okay. Now, we are ready with the input data. Now, I can find out y values. That is, first I need to find out y1 of n, which is nothing but equal to x1 of n circular convolution with h of n. So, what is x1 of n? So, this is the sequence, that is 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 3 and 2. So, I am finding out circular convolution using matrix method. So, you people can do using matrix method only, because that is the easiest method. So, I picked up matrix method. So, the next sample should be the first sample, last one, then shifting the values gives us the second column. Now, make this as the first element. So, 3, 2, 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0 and 1. Again make it as the first element, 1, 3, 2, 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0. Make this as first element, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 0, 3 minus 1. Again make minus 1 as first element, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 0 and 3. Shift this above, 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 0. So, unless and until I get this 0, I should keep on shifting. So, I need to shift it one more time. Okay. So, if I shift it again, so it is 0, 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2 and 0. So, this completes x1 of n. Okay. Now, what is h of n? H of n is nothing but this sequences. So, let me write the same thing. Okay. That is 1, 1, 1 followed by 5 zeros. Now, what I need to do? So, I need to perform matrix multiplication. What are the number of rows here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number of columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, the first matrix is of order 8 cross 8, the second matrix is of order 8 cross 1. So, the columns of first matrix is matching the row of second matrix. So, I can perform matrix multiplication. So, if I perform matrix multiplication, so it is nothing but multiplication of rows into columns. 0 into 1 is 0, plus 2 into 1 is 2, 3 into 1 is 3. Again 1 into 0 is 0. So, if I multiply rest of the term, everything tends to 0. So, plus 0. Okay. Moving on to the second row, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 2 into 1 is 2. So, I will directly write it as 2. Okay. Moving on to the third row, 3 into 1 is 3, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 1 is also 0. So, rest of the values are also 0. Again moving on to the fourth row, minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, 3 into 1 is plus 3, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0, 2 into 0 is 0, 3 into 0 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0. So, that is done. Moving on to the next row, this one, 0 into 1 is 0, minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, plus 3 into 1 is 3. Okay. Moving on to this one, 1 into 1 is 1, 0 into 1 is 0, minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. Okay. Now, the next step is 3 into 1 is 3, plus 1 into 1 is 1. Again coming to the last row, 2 into 1 is 2, 3 into 1 is 3, 1 into 1 is 1. Okay. So, rest of the values tends to 0. Now, we perform matrix multiplication, we got this. Now, let us simplify this and rewrite. So, if I simplify this, 2 plus 3 is 5. So, here we have 2, I will write it as it is. Next it is 3. Next it is minus 1 plus 3 is 2. Again minus 1 plus 3 is 2. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So, this is nothing but y1 of n. So, we found out y1 of n with the help of x1 of n and h of n by performing matrix method of circular convolution. Similarly, I need to find out y2 of n. Okay. So, now let us try to find out y2 of n in the next step. We found out y1 of n. Now, let me try to find out y2 of n. So, again y2 of n is nothing but equal to x2 of n, circular convolution with h of n. So, what is y2 of n? Here we have. So, let me tabulate that. So, y2 of n which is equal to x2 of n sequences 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0 and 0. Shifting this above gives us 0, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0. Shift this again, so it becomes 0, 0, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1. Shifting this 1, 0, 0, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2. Again shifting to 2, 1, 0, 0, 3, 2, 0, 1. Shift this one as the first element 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 3, 2, 0. Again shift this 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 3, 2. So unless until I get this first element as the last element of the column, I need to keep shifting. Why am I shifting this? We are performing circular convolution, so I am shifting it circularly. So moving this above, again it becomes here. So 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 3. Again, what is h of n? H of n is nothing but 111 followed by 5 zeros. Now we need to perform matrix multiplication of these two matrices. So if I perform matrix multiplication of these two, 3 into 1 is 3, 0 into 1 is 0, so rest of the terms tends to 0, so the first element is 3. 2 into 1 is 2, 3 into 1 is 3, so multiplying rest of the elements gives us 0, so 3 plus 2 gives us 5. Coming to this, 0 into 1 is 0, 2 into 1 is 2, 3 into 1 is 3, so 2 plus 3 gives us 5. I am writing it directly. Okay. Again 1 into 1 is 1, 0 into 1 is 0, 2 into 1 is 2, so 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Then this is done. Now I need to move on to this fifth row. 2 into 1 is 2, 1 into 1 is 1, 0 multiplied by 1 is 0, 2 multiplied by 0 is 0. So 2 plus 1 is, again it is 3. Coming to this one, 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, 1 into 1 is 1. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 4. Moving on to the last but one row, 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 1 is also 2, so 1 into 0 is 0, so 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Moving on to this row, that is 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, rest of the elements are 0, so gives us 1. Okay. So what I did, I found out y1 of n and y2 of n using circular convolution matrix method. Now let us rewrite y1 and y2 and then let us try to discard m-1 samples and then we will combine y1 of n and y2 of n in order to find out y of n. So if I write down the sequence of y1 of n, so y1 of n is equal to 5, 2, 3, 2, 2, 0, 4, 6. Similarly, if I write y2 of n, so what is the value of y2 of n which we have? It is 3, 5, 5, 3, 3, 4, 3, 1. Okay, it is 555, 333, 431. Now what I need to do? I need to discard m-1 samples as we have studied. So now let us try to discard m-1 samples, starting m-1 samples from y1 of n and y2 of n. That is, the value of m is 3, so m-1 gives us 2. So I need to discard these two samples, m-1 samples. Similarly here m-1 is again 2, so I need to discard these two. So if I discard those samples and if I rewrite both the sequence together gives us y of n. So if I rewrite y of n, so y of n will be equal to 3. I have discarded these two, so this becomes the first sample, 2, 2, 0, 4, 6. Again discard this and continue writing from here, 5, 3, 3, 4, 3, 1. So this is nothing but y of n. So we found out the output sequence y of n with the help of a linear filtering method that is called as overlap save method. Now in order to verify whether the length of y of n is correct or not, there is a formula in order to find out the length of y of n, that is length of y of n will be equal to L1 plus L2 minus 1. Okay. L1 is nothing but length of x of n, L2 is nothing but length of h of n. So what is the length of x of n? That is L1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So length of L1 is 10 plus L2 is 3 minus 1. Okay, if you want, you can take this as m also, no problem. Why? We have defined the length of h of n as m. You can take it as m also. Now, if I perform the simplification, 10 plus 3 is 13, 13 minus 1 is 12. So, what should be the length of y of n? The length of y of n should be 12, which tells that it should have 12 number of samples. So, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, we have 12 samples. So, this is how you can verify whether you have got the correct number of samples in y of n. So, this is the method in which we can perform overlap save method. Now, let us try and see how to verify this using linear convolution method. After finding out, we need to verify this. In order to verify this, we can go for linear convolution. So, how to do that? So, draw a table like this. Okay. In the top of this line, write down the sequence x of n, that is 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2 and 1. So, here write down the samples of h of n. We have 1, 1 and 1. Okay. Now, what I can do? So, just multiply these element with these elements. Okay. Multiply 1 with 3 gives us 3. 1 into minus 1 is 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2 and 1. Similarly, multiply the second element with this values, okay, and write down here. 1 into 3 is 3, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 3 is 3, 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 1 is 1. Similarly, multiply the third element with all this element and write down. So, it also gives us 3 minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1. Now, from this I can write down y of n. So, how to write that? It is nothing but diagonally adding. Okay. So, like this. So, the first sequence is only the 1, that is 3, write down as it is. Again add these two elements, that is 3 minus 1 gives us 2. So, the next element should be addition of all this. 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 plus 0 is 2. So, I have written it as 2. Again the next element should be this, minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. So, the value what we are getting is 0. Again coming to this one, so this should be the next element, that is 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So, write it as 4. Again the next element should be this one. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Again this one. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 0 is 5. Again the next element should be this one, that is 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. And the next addition sequence should be this one, that is 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. So, write down it as 3. The next should be this one, that is 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. And the next sequence should be this 2, okay, 2 plus 1 is 3. So, what is left out at the end? 1, write it as it is. Now, let us compare the sequence. So, the first sequence is sample is 3, correct. Second is 2, correct. Third is also 2, correct. Fourth is 0. Fifth is 4. Sixth is 6. Seventh is 5. Then it is 3, 3, 4, 3, 1. Yes, we have found out y of n correctly with the help of overlap save method. Like this you can verify. So, this is needed for the purpose of verification. Okay. If you want to verify, you can verify using this method. But in examination, you need to perform the same procedure which we studied in standard overlap and save method. So, the same procedure should be followed in order to find out y of n and simplify y of n. Okay. Now, we saw one problem, let us go on for the next problem. We completed first problem. So, the second problem goes like this. Long sequence of x of n is filtered through a filter with impulse response h of n to yield a output y of n given x of n is equal to 5 ones, 3, 1 1, 421131 and h of n is equal to 1 and minus 1. Compute y of n using overlap save method. Use only 5-point convolution method. Okay. In the previous problem, what they have done was, they did not indicate us as use only 5-point convolution method. But in this problem they have indicated. So that is the difference between the first problem and the second one. Okay. Now the first step, we always find out the length of h of n and we tabulate it as capital M. So what is the value of capital M according to the given data? So h of n length, so it is 2, we have only 2 samples, so the value of M is 2. Now in the next step we were trying to find out n with the help of formula 2 power m. So in this problem there is no need to find out n with the help of formula 2 power m. Why? They have directly indicated us to find out 5-point convolution method. They have told us to use 5-point circular convolution method. Okay. So directly write down from the data n is equal to 5. So it is given. Okay. So in the next step, try to find out L with the help of formula. N is equal to L plus M minus 1. So what is the value of N? So the value of N is 5, which is equal to L plus 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. If I move that towards left hand side, it becomes minus 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So the value of L is 4. So in the next step, what I need to do, we need to divide the given input sequence x of n such that each subsequence will contain L number of samples. So according to the given data, the value of L is 4. Now let us try to divide. So the first sample is this one, 4 samples, first subsequence. Again the second subsequence is this one, it is having 4 samples. So this becomes the third one and this becomes the last one. Okay. Let us tabulate all those. That is x1 of n, which is equal to 1, 1, 1 and 1. x2 of n is equal to 1, 3, 1 and 1. x3 of n is equal to 4, 2, 1 and 1. Finally, x4 of n is equal to 3, 1. So since all the lengths should contain 4 samples, so I will append 2 more zeros in order to make that x4 of n is also containing 4 samples. Now dividing and tabulating the subsequence is done. So in the next step, what I need to do, I need to compare the length of h of n with n. Okay. So the length of h of n is 2, but the given length of n is 5. They are not matching. So I need to append L minus 1 zeros at the end of h of n. So what is the value of L? The value of L is 4. L minus 1 gives us 3. So how many zeros I need to append at the end of h of n? I need to append 3 zeros. So if I append and write, h of n will be equal to, what are the first 2 samples? It is 1 minus 1 followed by 3 zeros. Why these 3 zeros? You are appending L minus 1 zeros. Keep this thing in mind. Okay. So this is done. Now if I compare the length of x1 of n, x2 of n, x3 of n and x4 of n, all the lengths are 4, but it is not matching the length of n. So what I need to do? I need to make the length of all the subsequence as 5. For that, so for the first sequence x1 of n, what we should do? So in the beginning of x1 of n, I need to pad m minus 1 0. So what is the value of m? The value of m is 2. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So append 1 0 at the beginning of x1 of n. So write down the next samples as it is. So after 0 it will be 1, 1, 1 and 1. Okay. Now moving on to the second data, x2 of n. So here I need to append m minus 1's previous samples of x1 of n. M is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. Again, I need to write this one as the first element of x2 of n. So write it, m minus 1 sample of the previous samples of x1 of n. Rest of the samples write it as it is, that is 1, 3, 1 and 1. Now x3 of n will be what? I need to write the last sample of x2 of n, m minus 1 sample as the first m minus 1 sample of x3 of n. So I need to write 1 here followed by the same samples, that is 4, 2, 1 and 1. Okay. So the last bit is x4 of n, the last data is 1, rest of the samples are the same samples, that is 3, 1, 0 and 0. Now we are ready with the subdivisions. Now I need to perform circular convolution and I need to find out y1 of n, y2 of n, y3 of n and y4 of n with the help of all these x values as well as h values. So in order to find out y1 of n, what is the formula? It is nothing but x1 of n circular convolution with h of n. So what is x1 of n? This is the sequence, that is 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1. So shifting gives us 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Again it is 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So what is h of n? So h of n is nothing but this data, that is 1, minus 1, 0, 0 and 0. Now if we perform matrix multiplication, 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0. So ruled out. Okay. Now coming to this row, that is 1 into 1 is 1, 0 into minus 1 is 0. So rest of the elements are also multiplied with 0, so which tends to 0. Again coming to this one, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, plus 1 minus 1 gives us 0. Coming to fourth row, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 into 0 is 0. So what is the data of fourth row? It gives us 1 minus 1, again that becomes 0. Again coming to this one, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0. So what we got? 1 minus 1, again 1 minus 1 is 0. So we found out y1 of n. Now I need to find out y2 of n. So how do we find? We know y2 of n is nothing but equal to x2 of n circular convolution with h of n. So what is x2? So this is the x2 sequence, that is 1, 1, 3, 1 and 1. So shifting gives us 1, 1, 1, 3, 1. Again it is 1, 1, 1, 1, 3. Shifting gives you 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. Shift it again, it gives you 1, 3, 1, 1, 1. So what is h of n? H of n is nothing but 1 minus 1 triple 0. So write down 1 minus 1 triple 0. Again if we perform matrix multiplication, what are we going to get? So 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 into 0 is 0, rest of the element tends to 0. So we get only 1 minus 1, which is nothing but 0. Again 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, rest of the elements will be 0. So 1 minus 1 is again 0. Again the next row with the column is 3 into 1 is 3, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So 3 minus 1 gives us 2, 1 into 1 is 1, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, 1 into 0 is 0. So it gives us 1 minus 3, so which is nothing but minus 2. Coming to this one, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 3 into 0 is 0, rest of the elements are also 0. So 1 minus 1 gives us 0. We got y2 of n also. Now find out y3 of n. So this is y2 of n. So y3 of n is nothing but equal to x3 of n circular convolution with h of n. So this is nothing but equal to, what is x3? So this is x3, that is 1, 4, 2, 1 and 1. Start shifting 1, 1, 4, 2, 1. Make this as first element. 1, 1, 1, 4, 2. Make it as first element. 2, 1, 1, 1, 4. Again it becomes 4, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So this one should be here, it is here. Okay. Now what I need to do? I need to take h of n, which is 1 minus 1, 0, 0, 0. So if I again perform matrix multiplication, what we are going to get? 1 into 1 is 1, 1 minus 1 is minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, 4 into 1 is 4, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3, 2 into 1 is 2, 4 into minus 1 is minus 4, 2 minus 4 is minus 2, 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, 1 minus 2 is minus 1, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So why I am not multiplying rest of the 3 digits are nothing but here we have 0, so anything multiplied 0 gives us 0, so I am just multiplying these two with this one. Okay. So this completes y3 of n. Now I need to find out the last output sequence y4 of n, which is nothing but equal to x4 of n circular convolution with h of n. Okay. So what is x4? So x4 is nothing but it is here 1 3 1 0 0, 1 3 1 0 0. So shifting 0 1 3 1 0, 0 0 1 3 1, 1 0 0 1 3, 3 1 0 0 1. So what is h of n? H of n is 1 minus 1 0 0 0. This will be equal to, okay, 1 into 1 is 1, 0 multiplied by anything is 0, again 0 multiplied by anything is 0. So we get the first value as 1. 3 into 1 is 3, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, so 3 minus 1 gives us 2. Again coming to third row, 1 into 1 is 1, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Again coming to the fourth row, 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, rest of the elements are 0. Again 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into minus 1 is 0, so here these are also multiplied with 0, finally we get 0. Okay. We had 4 subdivisions of the input, I found out 4 subdivisions of the output. Now what I need to do? I need to discard m minus 1 samples from each output sequence. For that first let us tabulate the output, that is y1 of n is equal to, what is the sequence which we got? It is minus 1, 1, 0, 0 and 0. y2 of n which is equal to 0, 0, 2, minus 2 and 0. y3 of n which is equal to, this is y3, so that is 0, 3, minus 2, minus 1 and 0. And finally y4 of n is nothing but equal to 1, 2, minus 2, minus 1 and 0. Okay. Now I need to discard m minus 1 samples from the beginning of each output sequences. Okay. What is the value of m? The value of m is 2. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So I need to discard one sample from each output sequences. That is, I need to discard this, this, this and this. Okay. If I discard and then if I combine all the output sequence and if I rewrite, we get y of n. So therefore y of n is equal to, what is the first sample? 1 followed by 3 zeros. So next it is 0, 2, minus 2 and 0. Later it is 3, minus 2, minus 1 and 0. Again next it is 2, minus 2, minus 1 and 0. So this is nothing but y of n. Now I need to check whether the length is correct. Okay. In order to do so, we have the formula for length of y of n, which is equal to L1 plus L2 minus 1. So what is L1? L1 is nothing but the length of x of n. So the length of x of n is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So L1 is 14. So L2 is the length of h of n, that is 2 minus 1. So 14 plus 2 is 16, 16 minus 1 is 15. So it should have how many samples? It should have 15 samples. Now let us count whether we have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 ends at minus 1, but we are getting one more 0. So that is nothing but the redundant sample. So you need to remove that and you need to tabulate the sequence for y of n. By calculating the length of y of n, we got the length of y of n should be 15. But from the calculated data, it is giving us 16 samples. So the last sample is the redundant sample, which is nothing but 0. So if I leave 0 and rewrite y of n, so y of n will be equal to 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, minus 2, 0, followed by 3, minus 2, minus 1, then it is 0, 2, minus 2 and minus 1. So this is nothing but the output y of n, which is found out with the help of overlap save method. Again, you can verify for this problem also using the linear convolution method, which I had taught for the previous problem. So what all we did today? So today in the introduction, what I said, I sum up the previous class, that is how to perform overlap save method. After that, we saw two problems in overlap save method. In the first problem, they did not indicate the value of n. So we found out the value of n using the formula n is equal to 2 power m, and rest of the procedure was same as that of the overlap save method. Whereas in this problem, what they did was they indicated us to use only 5-point convolution method. So they directly gave us the value for capital N. So what I did, I directly took the value of capital N as 5 and I continue the same procedure that I need to continue for overlap save method. So in the next class, what we will do is we will move on for overlap add method. We will see the procedure of overlap add method and then let us try to solve problems on overlap add method. Thank you for today's session.